Hello, hello. How's everyone? Let's see, I'm going to refresh chat real quick. Make sure it is accurate. Cool. Camera's not frozen, even though I did wiggle the cords, which is very impressive. We are doing more gingerbread today. Hopefully, this live stream does not get taken off of YouTube. I hope the music sounds alright. It might be really quiet. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, it won't let me check it on the YouTube app. For some reason, every time I go to my videos on the YouTube app, it does not show me my videos or like the live stream. Let me see. Okay, it's not too loud. Sorry if you're hearing jumble. Check it on the YouTube app. Hopefully this song doesn't get annoying. I made it so that it hopefully is bearable to listen to on repeat. It was for the stream start mostly, but I'm too afraid now of YouTube saying that I can't use royalty-free music and taking down my live stream. So, yep, we're going with a home-brewed piece of music. That's not that great, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So yeah, we're doing more gingerbread, and it keeps looking like on OBS chat keeps like refreshing or like something pops up. Very confused. I like see something out of the corner of my eye move. I'm like, what is happening? Excuse me? Oh. Ooh, wait, I can change the appearance. Cool, I like that. Hopefully I can see that better. So today was almost an exact repeat of like 2 weeks ago, where I went in to teach my morning lessons. And sorry, I gotta move the microphone a little bit so I don't smack my head. I went in to teach my morning lessons, and no one showed up for the first lesson. Luckily, this time it was not because there was. Oh, it's Minnie. Oh, it's my mom's dog. But yeah, luckily it wasn't because class was like everyone had official absences, but no one told me. Luckily this time it was a little different, but basically I was supposed to have one student in class today, and I got a message from her like almost at the end of the class period, and she said she overslept and that she wouldn't make it to class. So I had no students. No students for the first class. Second class, I did have students. And then the third class, again, it luckily wasn't that all the students had official absences and no one told me. It was that 3 out of 5 students had official absences, and then the 2 that were supposed to come were sick, and they didn't tell anyone, or else they might have told someone, but that person didn't tell me. So the first lesson I can understand, because she overslept, so obviously she didn't message anyone. She was sleeping. The second one, someone should have messaged someone, whether that be a student messaging someone or their teacher messaging someone or something. I should have been told if someone was absent. Though I can't be too mad if the students didn't message someone if they were really sick. Even though they're supposed to, I can't like be mad about it, because I get it, you're really sick. Anyways, that was my morning. So because the last lesson I mean, I hung around as long as I could, and I actually like messaged the students that I was expecting on the Teams thing, because we use Teams, and that's how I learned that they were sick. And that was after the start of class time. So I hung around for a bit, and then I was actually able to go home a little early. At least I think. We're still trying to clarify the policy because it's not explicitly stated in my contract what happens if no students show up. Like, am I allowed to leave? I'm pretty sure I am. I like the last time it happened, I was told just go home. But it was because of official absences that I wasn't told about. Like, class should have been canceled, but it wasn't. I do still get paid, by the way, even if no one shows up. If they don't tell me like 2 weeks ahead of time. So last time I was told to go home. So this time, even though it's technically a little bit different, I still should have been told something. So I'm assuming it's mostly the same, and there's no reason for me to hang around on campus. So I left like less than a half hour early, but it meant that I had more time to like eat my lunch and get ready for stream. So yeah, we are here, and because my first lesson, I had nothing to do. I sketched out the snowman here. Doesn't look exactly the same, as you can see. It's a little bit different. Though I was having so much trouble with Procreate. I don't know if it's because my iPad is like old and it has a little like not so much memory, or if it was static or something, but or if it's because Procreate updated and all the brushes changed or something. But like, let's see if you can see this. Okay, that's working. Why are you not working? Okay, why are you not drawing? Okay, this is even worse than before. Why is it not drawing? Why are you not drawing? Oh, because the opacity was down? Oh, okay. I turned on stabilization. It was just being weird. It was being so weird. But I turned stabilization off of everything, and it still looks like it edits the line. Like, I ended up switching to this brush, but I was trying to use Procreate Pencil before. I don't know what's going on now. It's normal. If I could have drawn like this, it would have been so easy. What? Because it looked like it was changing it after the fact. Oh, I can actually see the lines I made before. Oops. Oops. That's fine. I can barely see them. So I'm just going to... Oh, hello! Welcome, welcome. I haven't really started yet. I just complained about my day. Complain! Yeah, they should have told me. I know, YouTube. I have no... I don't know what I did. I don't understand the email where it's like... So you broke a rule, but you didn't break it as badly as we thought. So we're removing the warning that we already told you we didn't give. I really don't understand. I don't understand. If they would just tell me. I know. That's why I appealed it, and I assumed that a human would appeal it, or like look at the appeal. So I'm assuming some intern just looked at it for like 2 seconds. Or like click send on whatever the AI drafted. But there's like no other, unless you have like a contact at YouTube. There's like no other recourse. There's nothing else to do. So now if YouTube says this current music is third party and breaking community guidelines, then I know that it's completely 100% fake because I made this music. This is my music. It is first party music. Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, it's the only time, and I don't even have a warning on my channel anymore. I'm guessing. I guess I could go look. Like I did the training, which was just multiple choice questions where the obvious choice was right there. It was not that difficult. And then apparently like a few months after you do that, the warnings removed. But then they sent the email, right? And they were like, warnings have been removed, or no, they said a strike has been removed, which I was told before in the message that I did not get a strike. I only got a warning and then I could do the training to get rid of the warning. So I'm assuming the warning is just gone now. I don't have to wait a few months. So yeah, it makes no sense. It makes zero sense. But yeah, as I was saying before, I will repeat what I complained about earlier. I had a very similar situation today at work to what I did a couple weeks ago, except this time I'm not sure whose fault it is, or if it's really anyone's fault, at least one of the lessons. So I teach 3 lessons in the morning on Wednesdays, and then I stream after, right? 2 weeks ago, no one showed up for the first lesson, which was because they had official absences, but no one told me. Like they had job hunting or something. And then the second lesson went fine, and the third lesson no one showed up to because they had official absences for job hunting and stuff that no one told me about, and the class should have been canceled for sure. The first lesson, there's one student who hasn't shown up since the beginning of the year, but he's still technically enrolled because I don't want to say too much, but I think he has a good reason to not have shown up, but the family, I guess, hasn't, he's still enrolled, but I can't, like, no one can officially cancel class if there's a chance someone could show up. So I guess I understand that one, but the other one someone should have told me. I'm trying to not give details. I don't want anyone to know anything about my students or where I work. But yeah, this time, the first lesson, no one showed up because one student was supposed to show up. One student didn't have any job hunting or anything, and they overslept. And they messaged me right before the end of class, the class period, saying, I'm so sorry I overslept. So that, I get it, okay. Second went fine. Second class was fine. And then the third class, no one showed up. And it was because 3 out of 5 students had official absences already. Don't know what they were for, but before the class started, I could see that, though they weren't approved. They had requested official absences, so usually when that happens, I just assume they're not going to show up, because they can be approved retroactively. And 2 more students I expected to show up. They didn't, so I, like, added them on Teams, and I was like, are you coming? And they're like, no, I'm sick, both of them. So, but whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. I don't think they're sick of me. One said she had the flu. I think if anyone's sick of me, it's probably the second lesson. Those first years will not stop speaking Japanese, even though the rule is English only. They will not stop. They take out their phones. I'm like, bruh, you pay to be here. Why are you wasting probably your parents' money and everyone's time? What are you doing? You are not a child. Well, I don't think they're full-fledged adults yet, even though they are technically adult age. But you know how it is. Their brains are not fully developed. But still, why do I have to, like, separate you because you're talking too much? This is not elementary school. I'm not going to complain too much. It's part of teaching, I guess. No, if anyone's sick of me, it's that class, because I had to be like, listen. Some people actually want to learn in this classroom, and you're kind of ruining it for them. No, literally, they would just kept talking. They're college age. They're college age. So after high school, not everyone's the same age, but most of them are first year out of high school. So yeah, I'm like, bruh. Seriously? For their majors, though, like, you're gonna have to use this skill. You're gonna have to. I don't understand. I mean, sure, like, if you don't care about the class, fine, but You're ruining it for everyone else who's actually trying to learn. But I get it, their brains are not fully developed yet. They gotta learn somehow, so when their grade reflects, you know, the effort they've put in, maybe they'll get it. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain anymore. Let's be positive today. I'm drawing a gingerbread snowman. And it's very pleasant and very cute. And it's almost Christmas. I keep thinking of Phoenix Wright. Every time it's almost Christmas, I'm like, it's almost Christmas. I don't know if you know from the first game. Well, knowing English since days wasn't born, that piece of Japan does seem to be in a bit of a bubble in their language. Yeah, and I think more and more people are learning English. Obviously, I'm an English teacher. That's my career. And some of these students, I don't want to... Oh, thanks for subscribing. I just got the notification here. Hello. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, like some of these students, not the worst behaved ones, I think, usually. Though sometimes, yeah, you know, they're young, they make mistakes. But some of them, their major, basically, is English related. I don't want to say exactly what it is because it might like expose the school, but because it's very specialized. But it is literally like they're going there to study English so they can use it in the workforce later. And I'm like, you might want to actually like try to learn. You know, most of them are pretty enthusiastic, so that's good. But again, it's like even if you're not interested, why are you're like talking at the same time as me so that everyone else can't hear you? Or if I am asking another student, like if I'm asking them for an answer or we're communicating and you're talking so loud I can't hear them, you're just ruining it for everyone else. Sorry, I'm gonna stop complaining. I'm not gonna go into too much detail exactly what like this kind of school is, because it would definitely give it away, because it is very specialized. But there are some in I can't say anymore. But yeah, some of them might not use English at all, and then some of them might, and for some of them, even if they don't rely on English a lot in their career, it would be very, very useful to know. So we'll leave it at that. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm here teaching English, because people want to and need to learn English. Ah! No! I thought I turned off hand stuff. Hopefully that's good. And the gloves do not work on iPads. I've tried. Like those gloves you use for drawing tablets. I do not need to be perfect with this right now because I'm going to go over with colored pencil. Yeah, also it's the point, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's talk about something else. What else can we talk about? My plans for this gingerbread art, maybe. I definitely want to make a memo pad, a magnetized memo pad, just like the fall leaves one. And I think I'm actually going to take some of what's in the fall leaves one and use some of those, what do you call them? Assets. I'm gonna have to move this over. I'm going to use some of those as well because they match as well, like the star anise and the berries I think would look good. I think I turned off like hand things, but I have gestures turned on, so I probably just touched it in a weird way that kind of looked like I was using 2 fingers to the iPad. And now that's me moving the paper. Oops. I mean, if I had all the money in the world, I would have a new iPad. This one I got used anyway. So it was already a little bit obsolete when I got it. But iPads are expensive, and I don't want to give Apple all of my money, even if I could. Even if I somehow had that kind of money lying around. So, I don't know. But it is very convenient. It just, I can definitely tell it's getting old. Well, I need some money, and I have to prioritize where my money goes, so. If I had a whole lot of extra money, I would have bought a new iPad by now. Because this one is just on its last leg. Also, it has so little memory, and that might be part of it, and so it's just really hard. Why? Why? I can't tell anymore. I don't know where this is supposed to go. Like that? No. You know what? I got the basic shape down. I think maybe you can in like the settings, but it's fine. Somehow I drew all over. I think the non-hand gestures thing didn't work. But that's fine. I got the outside done, and that's the most important part. So I get the main shape down. And then I'll go over with colored pencil. Should I put in like the stream description? Oh yeah, I have to go on YouTube. Unfortunately, like on Twitch, if you you can go on Stream Manager like beforehand and like put in all the tags and stuff. On YouTube, I like can make an event post, I guess. But like usually it doesn't, like I have to go in after stream starts. At least I uploaded the thumbnail this time, because sometimes it does not. Let me see, make sure people can actually find this. No AI. And art. Markers, marker art. Alcohol. Markers. Christmas. Gingerbread. Those are sufficient tags, right? There we go. I'm almost done anyway. There's no point going back into the settings and changing it. I kind of thought his eyes were a little too high anyway. That's a cuter face, I think. I think that's too low. Okay, now that's crooked. I keep forgetting I kind of drew it at an angle, which I don't think I had to do, so I don't know why I did that. Because when I add it to the memo pad, I can just turn it. So now I've just added another layer of difficulty to this, but that's fine. Because this is straight, and you can tell that it's kind of like at an angle like that, and that was purposeful. I don't know why I did that, though. Alright, cute. Don't cough into the microphone. My cough is getting a little bit better, but my throat was a little hoarse this morning. Coffee. Alright. Time to lighten it up. You're not going to be able to see much for a while. And I have everything I used before here. So I don't have to go find the markers again. Or the other pencils I used. Oh, I do need to swatch them. Oh, you know what I didn't show? I don't know if I don't think I said this. I did more. I did 2 more in my free time on, I think this was Friday? Last Friday? So we're almost done. Basically, I just want this and 1 more, which will probably be the Abraham Lincoln one. Because I promised an Abraham Lincoln cut in half. Or like with a bite taken out of it. Not to disrespect. Alright. Do I need to sharpen this? Maybe not. Okay. We're gonna have to lock this now. And that annoying thing's gonna be there, but that's how it is. If I crop it out, I'll have to... It'll either be really small, or if I make it bigger, the quality won't be as good. So... Oh, I missed it. This will just be part of the aesthetic. Okay, let's do that again. Oh, time for my medicine. Hello, welcome. We're drawing cookies. Oh, where did I put my... Here it is. Our drink of choice today, not Pocari Sweat. It's this Fankuru Kirin Amino Supply. Which I don't know if it has... I mean, it has aminos in it. And vitamins. But I don't know how it compares exactly to Pocari Sweat. That is what was in the vending machine. So how was everyone today? How was your day? Was it better than mine has been so far? It was a little bit chilly this morning. Certainly nothing compared to Maine. But in Tokyo, there's just not a lot of insulation. The walls are very thin. And my building is also pretty old. So a bit cold. In Maine, we have central heating. So generally speaking, you don't usually wake up super cold. I mean, it depends on who's controlling the thermostat, I suppose. But I haven't turned on my heater yet. Been tempted a couple times, and then I got under my electric blanket and I felt better. Which I have my electric blanket on my legs right now, actually. But tonight, I was a little cold last night on my way back from work. So I think my suit jacket might not cut it if it gets that cold again tonight. Because I only wore my suit jacket. So I might have to bring another jacket. And honestly, it was tempting to wear gloves. I need to find my gloves. I don't know where I put them. Okay, we got the outline, like the very edge. I might want to sharpen this just a little bit. Because in some spots, it was a little thicker than I wanted. Plus, I can always make it darker. Like it shows up darker if it's sharper. It's very hard for me to see. I know on my screen it looks okay. It doesn't look too dark. Though I can try to make it a little lighter. A little brighter. I think the contrast probably needs to go up then if I do that. But it's very dark in my room as it usually is. And if I put that lamp on, it's gonna cast a giant shadow. Also, I've been working on the YouTube video for this, so if you did miss the end of stream last time, it should be fine. I mean, oh, sorry, let me move the microphone a bit. My face is a bit far from it. If you do want to see the very end of it, you can go to my Twitch. And the VOD is on Twitch still. Twitch wasn't mad at the music. This is really thick. It is not as thin as I wanted it. I do have like sandpaper kind of thing. It's really messy. Sorry, I have to spin it. But yeah, I'm working on the video, so I downloaded the VOD. And then I, of course, recorded those other 2 cookies that I drew. And started working on the video. So that will be up at some point. There's no rush for that though. Of course, I have to finish I want to finish all the artwork first. There's no point putting it up in like parts. And then it might be nice also to include yes, there are lovely people on Twitch. But it would be also nice to include the making of like, oh, I forgot this little bit here. Right there. The making of the memo pad. Like show how I design it and how I put it together, and then show the final product. So that's my plan for the video. Okay. I'm like on the fence of like, I'm trying to make these look kind of whimsical and homemade, right? So I don't want anything to look too perfect. Like I don't want the icing to be the same width all the way around. And this has got to be round. And like, I don't want it to be really smooth lines. I want them to be a little wobbly. But I'm like, does it look whimsical or does it look messy? Because you know how like some artists, they make the cutest stuff and they look like little doodles, but it's so cute. But then when I try it, it looks like I didn't try. Like it doesn't look purposeful. Does this look purposeful or just messy? Oh, these eyes are also, because this is turned a little bit. That needs to be higher. Cute. Then there's like, I want 4 total, so do the 2 there. And then 2 here. Okay, okay. Again, these circles should not be perfect. Because this was frosted by a home baker. Okay. Does it look like a snowman? It'll definitely start coming together more once the colors, you know, on there. Because you'll be able to tell where's icing and where's cookie. I should swatch these out though, so I don't have to keep looking and wondering which color is that one? Because the caps do not match the colors. I was gonna do this beforehand and I forgot. Okay, so that's for the icing. This is for the icing. These are our gingerbread colors. Oh, there's another one in there. And the colorless blender. We'll go from relatively light to dark. E210. Y230. These aren't ohuhus, by the way. And then light camel. This is from Cantu. I was trying to do 2 cookies per page, but then this guy was just too long. I'm almost out of paper here, but that's alright. We have one more, I think. One more cookie after this. YR209. E220. Y9. Oh, even though I'm just swatching, I should probably put this under here. Especially because I don't have much paper left. I mean, I did read through a little bit. I do have other types of paper, so it's not like I can't finish if I run out of this stuff. It'd be nice to do it all on the same paper. 9, BR2. YR10. YR91. E310. And YR95. Okay. We'll start with the lightest one. Which one is lighter? Y230? It's okay if I go outside the very edge because I can clean that up later. But I'm gonna try to preserve the white of the frosting or icing. Wasn't there something on OBS where you could like listen to your stream? Like test what it sounds like? I feel like that used to be a thing. And if that is still a thing, I don't know where to find that option. Because it's not like by the sources or the audio mixer anymore. That would be very helpful. Okay, so in the reference image, there's a lot less cookie on the outside of the icing. Like the icing goes basically to the edge. But because for the other cookies, you could really see a lot of the outside. That's why I kind of added more. So we might have to make up some stuff as we go. In terms of like shading and whatnot. Is this the right one, right? Y230? Yeah. I'm trying not to draw in like lines. I'd rather make it look like a baked good and sort of do these sort of circular motions for larger areas. I am going around the edges first. That's just the best I idea, I think. I think that's what most people do. Otherwise you're gonna get like blotches of where you've done like 2 layers, you know, like you cover the next layer and then it's slightly darker, like somewhere in the middle. And that looks kind of bad compared to like if it was nearer to the edge. Oh, this feels like it's getting a little dry. Uh-oh. This is why I put more markers on my Christmas list. Oh, I didn't send anyone my Christmas list yet. Okay. Now, E210, which is almost the same color, but if we layer it on top, it will be slightly darker. So basically we want to go around like the edges of the icing. Yes, it is I, Abraham Lincoln, I guess. Welcome. Hi Chris, how are you? We are going to do today, after the snowman, the Abraham Lincoln gingerbread cookie. We will do it. We will do it. It's on the agenda. This snowman I sketched earlier today, so we're doing him first. But we will sketch out and plan out and draw Mr. Lincoln together. I promise. And he will have one bite taken out of him. We will try to fit in everyone's request. We have plenty of time today. I don't have to leave for work until 4. It is 1:49. Oh. I hit my straw on my phone. This doesn't make that much of a difference. It'll really start looking a lot different when we get to the next color, I think, the light camel. No, when I say we, I mean it'll be a group effort because we'll all have put our own ideas in. I will do the drawing, but I'm not the only one contributing. It's kind of like he's wearing goggles. We want that like cookie texture. And then who knows what'll happen after that. Maybe next week will be... I don't know if I'll do that on stream. Because I gotta scan and clean up the art and then design it into a memo pad. Or stickers. I can do a sticker sheet as well, probably. Okay. Next color is light camel. I'm trying to follow the exact same process as what I did for the other one so they look cohesive. And now I'm really going to be looking at the reference image to see where these shadows lie. Though because the very first gingerbread man Like, the lighting was quite dramatic. We are still going to make these shadows the lighting a bit more dramatic. So, like, slightly darker, wider shadows than maybe the reference image shows. Ah! Keep opening the wrong side. Okay, it's starting to look pretty. Oh no, I said it. Now the song's gonna be stuck in my head. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe I was singing that song. That's why they took down the live stream. My rendition was too accurate. I sounded just like him. They thought I had stolen his music. That must have been it. The only logical explanation, considering I was using royalty-free music. Remember when... Oh, what's his name? From Dragon Force. Remember when he was on Twitch and he was playing his own song? And then... he got... What was it? Was he banned or suspended or something? I think it was like quite bad. Because he was playing his own song and they were like, oh, you're stealing someone's music. But no, it was literally just him playing his guitar. I think he was playing Through the Fire and the Flames. Because why wouldn't he? I am still kind of afraid. I'm gonna, like, I have my phone right here. So that hopefully... I don't know, this is my own music though. I made this music myself on a little, like, browser music maker thing. I hope it's not too similar to any existing songs. But what if they try to say I stole someone's music? Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, no, it is weird. It's because it's all AI. At least he appealed and got it back. So, like, but it's still, like, you lose views and you lose, I mean, if you monetize your videos, you're losing money if they take it down, even for temporary. I think it's just really quiet. I didn't want it to drown out my voice. When I listened to it, it was a bit loud. Can you hear it better now? I don't know what, see, I was looking for where there was a little something where you could, like, take a listen to what your stream sounded like. What is that, studio mode? I'm afraid to click on anything while I'm streaming. It should be going now. It says it's going. If it's on loop. Maybe it's because the track... Actually, you know what? Because it's my music, I can change this. So I unselected track 2 so that it wouldn't show on VODs. I think it just gets really quiet because it was still on the VOD. Somewhere else. Oh wait, like the last stream. Let me see. It was on YouTube for sure, because I checked on YouTube and I could hear it. Hold on. Let me make sure my desktop audio. Okay. Let me check. Yeah, I can't really hear it on Twitch, but it was on YouTube. Maybe it's too quiet. Let me see. I think I can kind of hear it. It's just really quiet. Because the mixer on OBS is not accurate at all. It like tells me it's louder than it is. I can hear it with my headphones, I think. Let's see, let me... Okay, is it okay now? Yeah, I'm waiting because there's a delay. I'm listening to the stream myself. It might be too loud. Okay, turn it down just a little bit. Because I want it in the background, but I don't want to drown out my voice. Okay. That should be fine then. What was I doing? I was doing like the edges here. Okay, I do want to stop listening to myself though. Hold on. Okay. There we go. What does this look like? It's like... And we have to make up a whole bunch of this because I made the edges like wider just so it was more similar to the other cookies, like icing and then a thicker edge after the icing. And then the top was all kind of in shadow. Oh, my back hurts from leaning over like this. I wonder if I can move this a little. I still don't have any support on my back. Where's my pillow? This beautiful pumpkin pillow. Well, it's not really helping, but whatever. It's better than leaning halfway across my desk. Okay. Coming together. You got a much bigger forehead than the reference image. And that's fine. I think it suits it a little bit more. Looks more like the gingerbread man we did. Now the annoying part is going around all the circles. more dramatic on this side. It looks like he has giant under eye bags. Oh no! I colored over the white. The tip is so soft, it's a little bit unpredictable. And this candy marker. See like little divots. Like here. Oh, didn't realize the cap wasn't on all the way, and I almost just flung this onto my paper. Okay, I think that's most of the light camel. I want a little bit of texture. Again, where I see like divots. Keep grabbing the wrong side. And here there's quite a long divot. I don't know why, but I just got the urge to watch ghost hunting shows. I don't know why. What am I doing that makes me want to watch ghost hunting shows? Does his face look particularly cursed? I think he looks cute. He does not look like a cursed snowman. I'm pretty sure there's at least a few horror movies about cursed snowmen. The idea of frosted snowmen is kind of terrifying. Creating life out of nothing. If Frankenstein's monster is terrifying, then Frosty should be terrifying. That's good. This looks like it's not blended enough. Next color. Wire 209. Oh, it sounded like someone was peeling out, but it's a drill. Someone's drilling something. I was like, oh my god, why is that screeching? Let's do that on camera. I guess I'll use the light camera to blend it out. Oh no, I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. This one. It's not really darker, but it does warm it up a little bit. Because I like camel is so like tan. What are they doing? I don't know if my microphone's picking that up. Okay, we're just deepening the shadows little by little. I think once we go in with Y9 and potato brown, what is that, BR2, we'll really start seeing a difference. For now, we kind of see it when I lay it down, and then when it dries, it's so much lighter. Feeling impatient, like I want to get to the darker colors so we can start seeing that contrast. Why not? Maybe it's obvious what I'm doing, but each time I go in with a darker color, I'm covering up like slightly smaller space so that we get a smooth blend. And this is still the E210, so I'm not blending out with any darker color. But it just get too dark. Angle is not quite right. I'll make it work. In case also it's not obvious, I'm doing little bits at a time so that the ink doesn't have time to dry before I blend it. I keep like half putting on the caps, and then when I pick it up, it just falls off down. I just don't want to leave them like completely uncovered while I do all this because I'm afraid it's going to dry out. This is where I like did these divots before. I want to darken it up. I'm doing like dots to show it's like, because you know when baked goods rise, it's air pockets that's formed. Oh, I'm gonna lean back for a second. My back hurts. I wish I could get closer, but this desk doesn't have emptiness underneath. It has shelves. So there's not much of an overhang. Somehow this side looks dark. Even though here the shadow's like on this direction. So there must be multiple light sources. Is my mic picking up that sound? Let me see. I don't think so. I think the noise reduction filter is working pretty well. Because they're still drilling. Yummy cookies, thank you. I do hope they look scrumptious. I'm gonna, when I make this memo pad, it's gonna be in my kitchen on my refrigerator. So hopefully I'm motivated to make gingerbread cookies this year. They're a lot of work. Beautiful eye bags. They will hopefully stop looking like eye bags and more like shadows once I do the shadows of the icing. Maybe he's just a sleepy snowman, I don't know. He was up late working in Santa's workshop. Probably doesn't get paid enough. There must be multiple light sources. I'm just going for it. Just drawing what I see. Should we move to the next color? I realized I did color over this quite a lot, but it's because I thought it was too thick looking. The next one is BR2, which again is not gonna look too different. We haven't used this, I think, but that's fine. A little bit redder. Which I kind of like adding to the more yellowy Y9. Ah! Oh my god, I just knocked the cap off. go here with the Y9. I should do something. Okay. I think we're ready for another darker color. Honestly, I think we might be able to skip the YR10 and just go straight to the clay. E310. This is YR91, which I think would be darker. I don't want to do small nib because I keep looking up here. Keep thinking, ooh, these need darker shadow. Was not what I wanted to do. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's fine, we fixed it. I might have dried a little too much. That's okay. I feel like the edges are gonna look better once I add more colored pencil. Oh, I got it on the icing. No. Can I lighten it up at least? A little splendor. Honestly, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow, it's like an eraser. I wish you could use, what's it called? What's it called when you, for like watercolor? When you like lay, oh, what's it called? When you want to preserve the white of the page? Masking fluid. I've never tried masking fluid with alcohol markers before. wonder if I should. I don't know, I just don't see any shadows here. Like dark ones. You know, it feels a little unbalanced. There's no shadows there. I keep doing it like right under the box, the focus thingy. That's not very fun to watch. And this is super dark. I mean, this whole part is really dark. I don't know if that was the right move, but that's what it looks like in the reference image. This is just, all of this is so dark. Okay, I think I'm ready to go in colored pencil before we do the frosting. Icing? I know icing and frosting's different. Is that sharp enough? Maybe. Just trying to make this look kind of rounded. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be a Christmas card. I keep thinking about the memo pad I want to make, like on the front of my mind. And I remember I originally just wanted to make a Christmas card for my family. when e-cards were a thing. I remember, I think my cousin used to send Christmas e-cards instead of physical Christmas cards. I remember, what was it, otaku.net or something? You could send e-cards from there too. Whatever happened to e-cards? I don't know if they were ever a good idea, but like, it's kind of weird that they just disappeared. Oh no. Can't see what I'm doing, it's so dark. It's alright, I'll clean it up digitally. The edges, like I said before, the edges don't really matter, the very far edges. I cannot see what I'm doing, I keep not drawing where I'm supposed to. Okay. I feel like this just cannot get sharp enough. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Just veered off in the wrong direction. This bit of icing's really thin, or maybe that's a shadow, I don't know. Oh, my back! Why does it hurt so bad? There's no way for me to sit up straight and still be able to see this. Okay, that's all like the outside bits of icing, right? Let's just not mess up the face. I think I messed up the nose. I got too thick, like an edge I didn't expect with the colored pencil. Touch the paper. Okay. Oh, I don't know if we can do Abraham Lincoln today. My back. Probably put it out. I mean, it's always out. Ouch. Okay, start with the YG040. When it dries, it's gonna be like barely visible. Doing it like right in this corner again because I'm trying to avoid this little yellow thing. Now the RG030. I didn't do those. Wait, did I do that with my pencil? It doesn't look like it. This one again. And then we go with the darkest one. Let's see. Find out what this one. I was gonna use the colorless eraser, but out of this blender. Maybe this would be better. Right? What do we think? Mr. Snowman. Mr. Snowman. Give me a snow. Snow, 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 snow. Snow, 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 snow. Oh, that's the second favorite for my Fantastic Fossil sticker sheet this week. Why does the algorithm suddenly like it now? I think we gotta match it with the other ones. But we need a little bit of this white. Can fix that nose a little bit. Just trying to bring out some of the raised bits. If I had like a beige that was super opaque, I would use that rather than a white for everything. For the icing, sure. For the cookie, it's probably more natural if it was white. I mean, if it's beige rather than white. But I don't have like a really opaque beige that would actually layer well on top of this. I don't want it to be shiny. Just want where like the light would catch. Acceptable. Okay, this is Mr. Snowman. Still locked. Hello. There we go. Mr. Snowman. Yes, we gotta do Abraham Lincoln. Oh, my coffee's gone. We should at least get this sketch done. Backwards though. Well, let's try. will be, if I don't get him done today, he will be included in the full video. Don't you worry about it. Hello? No. Thank you. It was... Which guy? This guy. This was the guy I was considering making into Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Reset. I mean, can I rotate this at all? I can only... Wee! I can only rotate it like that. That's alright. Okay, so we'll start with a basic gingerbread shape, which you probably can't see. It's probably too light. This is why I usually sketch off stream, because you usually can't even see. I just can't go off the page. Alright. And then I'm gonna give him a hat. How tall should his hat be? Like so. And then those eyes too wide. Wide apart. Far apart. What's his beard gonna look like? About that. Not too long a beard. Yeah, I can vote from abroad. It's really easy with Maine. We can just email it in. You just like, I mean, I'm already like, what's the word? Kind of automatically registered. I have a, like I get an email every time it's time to request a ballot. And it's like way sooner. Like way, like a decent amount before like in-person polling. That's what always surprises me. I'm like, oh yeah, it's already time to vote again. Okay, so we'll give them like, we're doing the same style as before with the icing. Should we make the beard shorter? I just wondered if it would look like a beard. It's too short. I look kind of like a Gandalf beard though. Like so. And then this. Actually no, we can keep that line. I'm not sure if we should give him his fancy clothes. Hello, welcome. Oh no, like for Maine at least it's super easy to vote. Like they just send you like a PDF, a locked PDF, and you click on it to check a box for each part. And then you sign it with an electronic signature and then you're good, you're Gucci. You send it off and your vote's counted. Like I wonder if I should do, his bow tie would be good though, right? He usually wore a bow tie. And then he's like half bitten, so I don't even think I need these legs. But we're gonna make him happy, okay? Alright. This is not a sad gingerbread cookie. This is Abraham Lincoln, Mr. Cookie Gingerbread Pants in his prime, alright? I'm thinking of doing like crumbs like this. So that'd be cute. He's so happy someone's enjoying his delicious gingerbready flavor. Yeah, we're not doing anything to his head, okay? That just feels disrespectful. This is in his honor. I don't know, some people said that if it wasn't for pressure from other parties, he wouldn't have emancipated the slaves? I don't know. I don't know who he was as a person. But obviously he came from the working class. Working class? Is that more like more rural working class, right? And they said he had a rather weak chin. They said, I've seen pictures. The beard certainly wasn't a bad look. I just don't like his eyes. Should he have eyebrows? No, not political parties. I mean other people. Pressure from other people. Oh, I forgot I was wearing makeup and just like wiped my eye. I like that better. He's a little more expressive. And I think the other gingerbread man had eyebrows too, right? Also, you have to take anything you hear about a former political figure, especially a president, with a grain of salt, because they're always going to have enemies, right? So someone's always going to have bad things to say. This is so thin. Like, I feel like it's just gotta be like I gotta add more to the hat now. Because that should be the icing. I mean, regardless of what he personally thought about emancipation, he did emancipate the slaves, so. He did do it, right? Okay. I like this. What do we think? This turned out better than I expected. I really need an electric sharpener, I think. Because it's just like endless sharpening. Though I wonder how much colored pencil I would like end up wasting. He walked the walk, that's true. He did. He did what he said he would do. Not sure there's anything he ever promised to do that he didn't actually end up doing. Though it has been a while since I studied U.S. history. I did take AP U.S. history. I'm trying to get like the jagged edges. Cool. And if we're on politics, I'm like your own senator. If there's one thing, like the thing my brain keeps going to is there's literally so few people, so few politicians in power who actually have, like, you can trust to do what they say they're gonna do. Regardless of party, really, actually, genuinely. Not to say you can't, like, choose which party you would rather go with, but I'm just saying, I kind of don't trust, really. There's, like, two people I think I can trust, and I don't agree with literally, like, everything they want to do, but at least I believe that they will do what they say they're gonna do. Oh, the yen's still so weak. It's painful. Still so painful. I don't know, because this is like so much wider. Maybe I should. Maybe I can make that work with like a shadow. Who are the two? I don't know if I want to say it. Because people, like I said, I don't agree with literally everything they agree with. Because I think that's like impossible anyway. But also I don't want people to like, because people always assume, like if you say one thing, they just run with it and assume that you agree with everything that person likes or that party does or whatever. I hope I can fix that later. So I'm kind of reluctant to say. Yeah, I don't think I should. But like just look at people's track records, you know? Okay, that was literally he's number one. Like I wasn't gonna say it, but like he's number one in terms of like if he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it, and he's done it, and he's gone to jail for it. You know what I mean? Like at least I know what to expect from the guy. So yeah, no, for sure. Honestly, again, regardless of political party, I do wish more people were like him. Just doing what they say they're gonna do. That's honestly that's all we need. It's just people keeping their promises. That's the whole point. You're representing people, right? And so they choose you based on what you say you're gonna do, and then you just don't do that? What? Yeah, I'm not saying, I've also said that the people I have in mind, I don't necessarily agree with all of their, the things they want to do or think should happen, but at least that's one person that I think everyone can agree does what they say they're going to do. Don't mess up the eyebrows, don't mess up the eyebrows. Am I allowed to say I like Lincoln? Has it been long enough? I didn't know him personally, I don't know, but like, we survived the Civil War as one country. Maine became a state. Alright. That's him. Hope I can fix that part. It was too thin, and if it's too thin, one, it looks really inconsistent. Two, it's really hard to color. No, that's kind of done. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, we're starting over again. More than that, even if you disagree, you can agree genuinely. Right, exactly. That's the thing. Like, he does the things that he was voted in for. Like, the reason people voted for him, he follows through. So, like, you don't have to agree with everything, but you have to admit that he's honest. And at least, that's better. I don't, it might even be better than someone with your same political views who is dishonest. I don't know. We always get to talking about society and politics on these art streams. Oh, it's watching, by the way, so I have to keep turning the page to like see what color is what. We'll move these out so I can deal with them later. We didn't use E220, so honestly I'm just gonna leave it out. Stamps. And then there's something like camo. What were some of the other good? I know Lincoln is most famous for his Emancipation Proclamation. It's a good reason to be famous. But what else did he do? What are other sort of hallmarks of his presidency? Hallmarks, is that the right word? High points Why R209? Y9. This is Y9? Yeah. Okay, I will say one more. Again, you don't have to agree with her, and I'm not saying I agree with every little thing that she wants to happen in the way that she wants them to happen. Honestly, I don't know enough, but AOC, I think she's following the same footsteps of Bernie. In that, like, talking about walk the walk, she walks the walk. She does everything that she says she's gonna do, or tries, at least, to do everything she promised that she would try to do. Like, I don't think there's anything that she's ever not done that she said she was gonna do. So, at least we know what to expect from her, even if her policies are a little too extreme for a lot of Americans. Which, to be fair, from an outside of America perspective, I really don't think they like, Japan is pretty conservative, but we have social programs. Like, we have national health insurance, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, why is that an issue? Like, can I get a genuine reason why that can't be disproven? Why do people not want these things? I know people are, like, largely afraid of some systems being abused, or that, like, they're gonna be taxed so much, but, like, other places have, yeah, it's all about money. It's all about money. Yeah, and we can talk about, like, what would I like society to be like, but maybe we shouldn't get too specific. But, like I'm saying, I mean, Japanese taxes aren't low. Japanese taxes are not low. I keep telling myself I'm gonna head to City Hall to ask about my residence tax, because it's so much higher this year than it was last year. And I wonder if they genuinely made a mistake. Like, one of my coworkers was like, they might have made a mistake. You need to go ask them. But we also have a quickly aging population. So, I don't know. There was some of these colors I didn't use. You know what I didn't use? I didn't use this really darkest one, which I think is fine. No, I'll put these down. I don't need to swatch the ones I think. E310. For the icing, I don't think I need to swatch those. Which one did I use of these? YR10 I think I used. Make everyone who's not a social dem listening cringe like they're having a seizure. What? I'm just, see, that's the thing. In other countries, that's normal. It's not normal. We think about worldwide politics, even in conservative countries, there's programs like that. So that's why I'm like, why is that considered like communism? Why do people keep calling it communism? Oh, we got a bot. Hold on. Like, there are things to be worried about, and that's, I think, the things that other countries are doing just fine are not those things. Just saying. Like, are we surprised SNAP benefits were stopped? Because we shouldn't be. But so many people are. Like, I don't know. And, like, I don't get welfare in Japan. But I do take advantage of the health insurance I do have. which I used to have the National Health Insurance when I was an independent contractor, because you're required to have health insurance, because you're required to at least pay into health insurance. So if you pay into it, you have it. Obviously you can utilize it, and for me that is so worth it. But now I have Shakai Hoken, which means I do have to pay into pension now, but honestly I don't plan to leave, so I do hope I get, to use my pension. There's some things, it's like, even, again, really conservative countries, it's normal. It's normal. It's not communism, I promise. It's so worth it in the end. Because, like, I see the benefits of it. When I pay, even though my residence tax is stupid expensive right now, you know what's amazing? Our roads, our public transportation. I see them doing construction all the time, and we have nice, smooth roads. The trains are, I know people complain when they get stopped or there's an accident, but compared to other places, I mean, I have nothing to complain about. The JR line, there's at least always some train, some way to get where you're going. So, like, yeah, take my money, because, one, I get to utilize these things. Two, to be honest, it's nice knowing other people can utilize these things as well. Oh yeah, no, I mean, I keep telling my mom, she's like, when are you moving back? And I'm like, I can't. I literally cannot afford to get my medicine and see the doctors I need to see. I would have to drive. I do not want to drive. It's not safe. So, no, I'm not. I have no plans. Unless something really changes, I have no plans, because that's literally doesn't seem possible to me. I would move to Canada. So I would probably have to drive if I was in New Brunswick. And to be fair, it is good for me to not have to deal with such cold weather. So. Yeah, but also Tokyo gets really hot, so maybe if we develop like instant transportation, like teleportation, maybe I can go half-half. Half the year in Canada, half the year in Tokyo. Yeah, I've never had to fight with insurance ever. Or not since moving here. But I did in the US. I had to call insurance and fight with them. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna eat that. This one. 8 to 10. I'm still like kind of looking at the reference image, but it's hard because it's so different. Kind of just going around where the icing is. Anyways, maybe we shouldn't talk about politics, but like basically everything is politics. That's why it always turns to that. I mean, I was asked about voting. How easy is it for me to vote? But like, we usually end up talking about society anyway, and society equals politics. Politics control society, so. I swear, like, some people might be listening from the US and be like, what a dem. And I'll just be honest. I'll be honest. Let me be so honest. I've said this before. I hate the party system. I think it's so dumb. I think there shouldn't be teams. Like, you're not supposed to root for your team. You're supposed to, like, root for the person who's, like, gonna do what you want them to do, right? So just to be clear. But, I swear in other countries, even conservative countries like Japan, these things that we've been taught are, like, so left are really not. I forget who I heard say it, but in general, American politics are very conservative compared to a lot of other places. I think there are more downsides to the current way we do political parties. But I don't know what the alternative would be, like how we would change it. I don't know. If people could think for themselves more, then maybe it wouldn't be such an issue. But it's just too easy to manipulate people or to get caught up in emotions and like get stuck in your own, what do we call it, echo chamber? That's too easy. That's kind of the human condition, but I wish it wasn't. Kind of sort of trying to follow what I see. It's like darker on this side, I guess. I mean, I can't think of another topic to change to, so I might as well keep talking about this. I specifically had a doctor tell me, if you were in America, your medication and this procedure would cost, what did he say? 3 times as much. This medication would be at least 3 times as much with insurance, with the average insurance. And then this procedure would be tens of thousands of dollars. With my insurance, I had to pay just under $400. Well, actually, with the current dollar to yen exchange rate, it's probably more like $300. And then I had to get it done twice, because the first time the local anesthetic didn't work, so I had to go under the next time. And still only had to pay just under $400. Which, I mean, it sucks I had to pay twice, but I mean, in the US I would be in debt, so can't complain too much. Like, sometimes the doctors have said to me, I'm sorry, but this medication's a little expensive because it's new, and I'm like, you said it's $20? It's 2,000 yen? That's expensive? I thought you were gonna say like $500. Being an English teacher isn't so lucrative in an English-speaking country. That's true. That's true, but that's not, I mean, my degree is not in English teaching. It is in East Asian Studies, but also, I probably still get to use it more, unless I'm working specifically in academics, being in East Asia, so I mean, I'm sure there's things I can do with a Japanese degree, like with, you know, because there's lots of things to do in the U.S., but like, I'd have to, where would I do that? Boston, New York? I mean, I'm pretty sure I use what I learn every single day. Like just having conversations with students. Oh, I went on a trip. Where'd you go? I went to this shrine. Oh, yeah. And then they're like, oh my god, you know more about Japanese history than I do. And I'm like, okay, maybe you're exaggerating, but sure. And so, like, we often have conversations about like Japanese history and like how to explain it in English. And so they'll like say something like, what is, and then I'm like, oh, it's, and they're like, oh shoot, you knew that. Okay, cool. And then we make it out of it. So actually, I do think knowing Japanese makes teaching English to a native Japanese speaker, like, I have such an advantage because I know how they're thinking and I know what they're thinking of. I know when things don't directly translate and why they're making the mistakes they make because they're like sort of translating from Japanese in their head. Oh, what was the one I was thinking of? I just explained it to someone yesterday. Not taste, that was another one, because usually it's like ajisuru, and people tend to say have a sweet taste instead of it tastes sweet, because they're thinking in Japanese, which is like have a sweet taste, or it's a sweet taste, but we don't say that in English, do we? I don't have a gap in my resume, so that's a good thing. Is that I know exactly what I've been doing and I can tell people what I've been doing. So I think what I'm doing is very relevant to what I studied for. Which is good because those student loans keep coming. Those payments. Yeah, I think my degree is more relevant than most people's in Japan. Though the thing that surprised me in Japan was that, I mean, I teach college and university students, and I ask, what's your major? And they say, whatever, but I want to whatever. So, like, compared to the US, your major is so not important. Except for, like, some very specific things, like, obviously, becoming a doctor or a chemical engineer or something like that. So many people don't major in what they end up working in, and basically it's all like on the job training, which honestly I think is a good way to do things, but it also explains why people say college and university in the US is easier to enter but harder to graduate from, and whereas in Japan it's harder to enter and easier to graduate. To be fair, I think my experience, my school was very selective, so it was hard to get in, but I did get in. So like people go and get like a German degree, study German literature, they basically just party all the time. They call it like a 4-year vacation, and then they go find a job and they learn how to do the job while working from the people who have been doing the job longer than them. So honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. Sorry, oh my god. Well, what time is it? 3:27. You know, I haven't colored these, and I probably should. Of course, it depends on the area, like the kind of job. Sometimes you really should study first. And that is a thing. Like some places do require a certain kind of degree, but most of the time, any companies just like, most companies, I feel like majority companies, they just want you to have a 4-year degree. Like, to work at my company, it doesn't matter what you studied. It does not matter at all. You just need a 4-year degree and they'll sponsor your visa, and then when you get here, they train you. And then we get, like, you know, every once in a while we get, like, refresher training or, like, training for new courses and stuff. No, like medical science and engineering and stuff like that. For sure, you need the prerequisites first. But like things like marketing, or depends on the type of teaching, but like my type of teaching doesn't matter. If you want to work like as a regular high school teacher or something, yeah, you have to get a degree. And if you're a foreigner coming in, you have to get the right visa. But usually to get a visa sponsorship, like you don't, I mean, it depends on the company, but most companies just look for a 4-year degree. And unless you're doing working holiday, it's really, like, you can't really get a job without a 4-year degree or get sponsored. But it doesn't usually matter. I mean, it's companies, right? They want to see usually that you've studied sales before they'll hire you. Like marketing and business or something relevant, like a relevant degree. Often they'll put specifically, oh, this is not the right color. I was like, why is it not dark? They'll put the specific degree they want you to have in the job listing. But often, like, I'm like, okay, to my students, I'm like, what do you do? And they're like, I do such and such. Like, I work for a manufacturer. I was like, oh, what did you study? And they're like, German literature. Like, huh? Like, some of them studied, like, obviously if it's like material engineering or something, what's that called? I think that's what it is. Then they have certain positions, but yeah, it's just so different. Like in the US, I wouldn't even apply for a job like that, like at a manufacturing company, unless I had a relevant degree. Material science, that's the word. Strict about enforcing like the visa thing, because yes, they are. Or like in the US, you mean? Like the hiring process if you have the right degree. In my experience, they do actually care. If they find out you lied, then they will fire you. Again, it's not like 100% one way for either country, but it's just in general, it's less important for a larger amount of jobs in Japan. They just want to see that you studied something, and then they'll train you in the company. First like on YouTube. No, in the sales in the US. Well, I don't know, I just feel like it might not be, well, in today's sort of job searching market, maybe because they use like AI to search through resumes, if you don't put a degree like that on your resume, they literally might just not even look at it. In the past, it was more like maybe it wouldn't be a deal breaker, but you would have so much more of an advantage if you had the right degree. They just expect you to know everything before you go in, whereas in Japan, and again, not everything, but many things. Like, in the US, if I hear someone has a certain job, I assume they studied in university for that job. Because that's just usually how it is. It just surprised me how many people in Japan have jobs completely unrelated, but it's like an office job. That's just not common in the US. Of course, again, depends on the job, but generally speaking. They just, I don't know. It's just different. Noticeably different. I don't even know which marker I'm going in to blend with. I'm just kind of going for it. I'll switch in between these two. Okay, that was the wire 209. Why 9? I gotta hurry it up a bit because now we're less than a half hour before I have to go. My back still hurts, I'm just trying to ignore it. I'm locked in, sorry. Scary, scary. I don't want to go over the white. I kind of did. That did help a lot though. Maybe here. Hope that wasn't a mistake. Okay. I kind of went over it again. Save me, oh wonderful colorless blender. It did really work. Amazing. I'm like wondering what's scratching my desk. It's my hoodie string. Stop it. I look weird? Like it looks kind of weird. Does it look better blended out? A little bit. Okay. Be so careful with the beard. Wonder if this would. I really. Oh, I just kind of erasing it. Oh my god. Let me play that audio on the channel. Not better than I thought. This thing is magic. Okay, right. VR2. I feel like I have to do too much of this one because it's not that much darker than Y9. You think when I send my Christmas card with these illustrations on it, my family will know this is Abraham Lincoln? I'm not gonna tell them. Oh god, I just went so far over. I think the paper is a little warped here. It just completely went in the wrong direction. Save me, oh wonderful colorless blender. It's better than before. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this. Let's go to the next one. This is the good part. That contrast. I don't know, I feel like I need just a little bit. Maybe I'll take this. Just like so. That might have dried too quickly. No. Maybe it's okay. Or maybe I'll take more like camel. Oh, it's still wet. Okay, yeah. Okay, that looks alright. What happened again? Paper's working. Maybe I should use brush slide. I feel like it's a little juicier, so it blends out a little easier. Yeah, I told you we would do gingerbread Abraham Lincoln. I told you, I don't make promises and then break them, okay? I promised. Everyone was begging. And he had to be cut in half, or in this case, bitten in half. No, what have I ever lied about? Maybe starting stream at a specific time, but that's more like an estimate. A If I tell you guys, oh yeah, I'll listen to that artist, or oh yeah, I'll draw that, I'm gonna do it. If I don't want to, then I'll just say, I'm not really interested. Like, I don't mind telling you when I really don't want to do something. I feel like that's the better choice. I mean, it was obvious that after Gingerbread Man and Candy Cane, Abraham Lincoln was the next. Obviously, yeah. What else would we do if not Gingerbread Abraham Lincoln? The great emancipator in soft, delectable cookie form. The only thing I could put on my Christmas cards. I think we gotta clean him up now. I'm running out of time again. Oh my god, I have like 10 minutes before I have to leave. It's fine, I don't have to do my makeup because it's already done. I just have to throw my clothes on, which are already out. I feel like this has got to be sharper again. What the heck? I thought you would draw full gingerbread Abraham Lincoln and poke a hole. No, I told you that would be disrespectful. This is all about respecting, what's the word? Honoring Abraham Lincoln and the contributions he made to American society during and after his presidency. For realsies. Okay, my stomach just growled. I don't know. That was loud enough that maybe the microphone could have picked it up. I did eat lunch, but this stew, it's just so many vegetables and not enough meat. So I feel so full so quickly, and then I get hungry later. Needs more protein. My coffee did have protein milk in it though. So, body, explain. No, I'm not. No. I know why. I just haven't eaten a lot today. I will have a decent snack before work. I had yogurt and granola and a protein coffee this morning. It wasn't that big a portion, so I need more calories. I already walked a lot today. I keep like looking at my watch every once in a while because that's where I track my workouts when I walk. Like I set a workout every time I start to walk. Well, not every time. Not in the mornings. Usually just in the afternoons. But I keep looking and then realizing it says like I burned 1,000 calories, and I'm like, I mean it checks out because I did walk a lot, but I think that's probably why I was hungry. I just don't realize how much I'm burning. Not that I burn 1,000 every day, just sometimes, like once or twice a week. It's like in the upper whatever, because I do walk to my morning job and then I walk often when I can to the train station in the afternoon to my afternoon/evening job. Now there was meat in it, just not enough. Meat is expensive. And I usually, like sometimes I'll just have like meat because I do prioritize protein. But when you're making a stew, you gotta have all the vegetables, like the potatoes and the carrots add the sweetness. So I put in the whole package of pork. It was actually pork, even though it was beef stew roux. But it just wasn't enough. Maybe next time I'll double the meat. It's just kind of expensive. Maybe I'll put in like ground beef. That might be nice. Kind of like a goulash. I could make meatballs, but honestly it's easier to just throw things in the pot. I don't own a wheelchair, I have a cane. And I try not to use my cane more than absolutely necessary. So I mainly use it when I do ride like the bus or the train. And you know, I try to be conscientious about not overdoing it, but it's hard because some days I don't know what my limit is. One second you feel good, and then the next second you're like, oh no, I dislocated my hip. I probably shouldn't walk on it, but now I'm like halfway to the train station, which is why I walk on the bus route. So I don't know. It's a difficult balance. Yeah, that was at the airport. So for those kinds of things, guaranteed I have to use a wheelchair. I don't own my own though. I borrowed one. I mean, I hope it doesn't get to a point where I need to own a wheelchair. But you never know. But like, I have to make it a point to move. Otherwise it's almost worse than, it can be worse than not moving, so it is a difficult balance to strike. Because using mobility aids comes with a lot of risks. So if I want to try to be able to move as normally as possible for as long as possible, I have to use my body kind of sort of normally as much as possible to avoid like losing muscle tone and like not moving my joints properly. So like I don't run in high school. I ran cross country, but I had to quit because I kept getting injuries, and then now my doctors are like, you can't run. I would love to go hiking, and the last time I said I wanted to go hiking, my doctor laughed at me. Last time I saw Mount Fuji in the distance, I sprained my ankle on the side of the road. I wasn't even hiking, just walking from the train station. So yeah, it was the sight that did it. Yeah, I was like, girl, I know you're thinking about it. Don't even try it. I wasn't thinking about going up Mount Fuji. It was the other mountains nearby that I was like, maybe it'd be nice. It'd be a nice view. But the universe knew. I do have a bunch of braces and stuff now. Like, I mean, I always had like braces, but for my ankle specifically, if I do have to do walking, I have my ankle braces so that they don't. Okay, 3 minutes until I like really have to stop stream, so let's try to get the icing done. I'm sure I can tidy him up a bit later as well, and it's gonna look a lot better when I clean things up digitally. Honestly, it looks kind of messy right now, but it's gonna be much smaller in whatever form I end up making it. So probably a memo pad. Let's see if I can, where's my colors button? See if I can lighten this up a bit more. It's very, very red. It's still very red. I'll let it dry for a minute. I think my intuition is telling me don't walk to the station today, just take the bus. I want to walk because the weather's finally cool enough to walk. But my lower back is screaming at me, and you have a lot of nerves. I sprained it not too long ago because I was sort of hustling to work one day because I forgot my ID, my school ID, and I had to turn around and grab it, and then I was kind of jogging for like half a minute, and then I'm pretty sure I sprained my back. I'm pretty sure I mean it was excruciating, and I almost went to the doctor, but I was like, okay, if it doesn't go away in like a week, then I'd go to the doctor because they'll probably want MRIs or something before they'll decide anything. And it did eventually start to get better. And because I was seeing some improvement, I decided to just wait it out. But like, if I can avoid that, I probably should. If I don't want it to happen again, if it doesn't have to. So I think I'll take the bus today. I already did quite a bit of walking. Actually, I looked at my heart rate and it was too high. So today's probably just not a day anyway to push my limits. I feel like, this is fine. When it dries, it'll be lighter. I feel like this is a little darker because I went over too much of the icing. And so I had to compensate for it. Or try to make everything look... Shoot. You know what? Let's do this. I know I have to leave. It's fine. I like to get there like a half hour early. Before class, so it's not like I'm gonna be late. Emily Gump. Run, Emily, run. Actually, it's more like, don't run, Emily, don't run. I'll take the bus. It'll probably be faster anyway, so even if I leave at I should leave. I gotta, And what time does this start? I should leave. I'm gonna finish this up real quick, blend this out, and then we'll call it good, and then I will scan these and clean them up. Oh, dang it, I don't want to do this part later. I can make some of this lighter with the colored pencil, where I went a little too heavy-handed with the shadow. Here, oh my god. Bring it back. Oh shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, this is our gingerbread Abraham Lincoln. It's supposed to be whimsical, not hyper-realistic. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm sweating now because this blanket's so warm. thank you everyone who joined. It was, I mean, it's always a little, what's the word? Oh yeah, no, sorry, I was focusing, so I didn't see some of chat. Yes, why my doctor laughed at me. But I understand why he laughed when I said that, because we know how easily, like just walking on the side of the street, I very easily sprain. I mean, I'm chronically sprained in like on my back and stuff. Like it never heals, it never gets a chance to heal. So I understand why he was like, maybe that's not a good idea. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll be on Friday. I will be streaming my usual time, 6 p.m. if I'm feeling not so tired. Maybe I'll hop on ESO a little earlier than that, but I try to stick to the schedule so people know when to come and join me. We're not going to do a raid today because I don't have time to go look for someone, but if you want to give the stream a like, I would appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow, and you'll know when I'm streaming next. We usually do the art streams about once a week, but I do post long-form videos on YouTube, so all of this stuff will be in one video with the voiceover. So that will come up sometime, probably this month, probably relatively soon, because I think I'm too eager to start making it. So I think what I'll do is I'll clean these up, I'll make a memo pad at least, and maybe a sticker sheet as well, and I'll hope to include that in the video as well to show you how I make my memo pads and sticker sheets. But yeah, I really seriously gotta go now.